Welcome to my YouTube video. This is my early impressions of Tears in Street Fighter 6. As I just said, I have had a lot of hours, 62 hours in around 5 days. I'm not sure how well this list will hold up in the future, like for a while, but I think some of these characters are going to stay there forever. But there's always these characters, or forever until the game is older and older. But there are always these characters that we think are really good in the beginning, feel really obnoxious, but they might not be that good. And I think that Marisa might be one of those. But when I play right now, she feels like a super strong A-tier character, but I can see her dropping a little bit in the tiers. Not because of parry, because you can't really, she changes her timing a lot, but she does feel she could be susceptible to, like I saw an option select today from, was it Goichi, I think, where he did parry dash OS, and he also OS the drive reversal, so you get some V-bar back, you drive reversal Marisa back, and you get the space again, and then she has to work her way back in, things like that. And I think you build a lot of, you build a lot of drive bar when you parry her charge fierce, right? So if you can then just parry and then drive reversal, you don't lose any drive gauge unless you're at max drive gauge. So things like that make me think that maybe she will drop in the future. But so let's put her in A tier right now. And I think Guile, nothing's really changed. He's still super strong, kind of annoying to deal with because he can just drive rush after his fireballs. I think that's really hard to deal with in general, especially with Zangief, when people are just constantly doing a fireball or drive rushing in, and it seems like they never depleted of a drive bar. And even when they do get depleted, it gets kind of hard to do anything about it since we're so slow. But that's a personal thing for me and my character, so I don't know if he really wants to drive or get into that burnout state against other characters. But either way, I still find him incredibly strong, but not like over the top, not now at least. We'll see, maybe some Guiles will come in the future that will show us how strong he can be. Chun-Li, amazing character, walk back full screen, throw Kikoken, dash or drive rush after, the opponent has to walk back forever to not be in a threat zone. And then she also has amazing buttons, conversions. Nah, she's a really strong and solid character. I definitely could advise you to pick her up if you don't want to engage in neutral and just kind of want to throw your Kikoken and get your offense started and continuing to do that. DJ, I hear a lot of people, I haven't played that much against DJ, but he does feel strong. People put him in S tier. From my experience, he's like an A tier character, but I can understand that he could be stronger, but I have fought too few DJs to like say that he's that amazing. Character I would say is that amazing is JP, and I don't know, that's like, to me that feels like a character that's either going to become a little bit weaker because of parries and stuff, but I don't really see it because you have to deal with the command throw fireball thing as well. It's gonna be hard to differentiate. Some characters might have an easier way to deal with the size mode style zoning, but I feel he's so amazing on offense and defense, and you have barely seen any JPs really get on offense, at least here in ranked at my time when I play in Europe. They're mostly just trying to zone and stay away, and it's still really hard. So I would definitely put JP up in S tier right now. Put Cammy in A-, just because she lacks the damage to be a true A tier character. I would put Lily in B+ though. As annoying as she is to deal with, she doesn't really seem that strong, and that's coming from a perspective of a character that kind of have to hold a lot of these charge ups to the wind and hold the pressure from the free get-ins that she has all the time, continuously doing it, almost like Chun-Li and the Kikokens. But I feel with the low damage on combos she has in like a first to 2, first to 3 tournament set, when you don't get tilted, I think you should be able to overcome Lily as a character. In the beginning I was like, this character is insane. I lost 65-5 to my friend Brills, and I was like, what is going on? But the more I played, the more I just find her a little bit annoying, more so than super strong character. Dhalsim, I've seen some Dhalsim cooking lately. Maybe the parry will help in the future, and time will move on into and Dhalsim will drop in tiers. I don't think so. We'll see. That is Street Fighter 5 Dhalsim with extra conversions in neutral. Super strong. Honda, right now I'd put in A tier, not S tier. I see a lot of S tier, but it's still Honda. The things are really obnoxious, but they are susceptible to being figured out, I think. And I saw Angry Bird had this thing where he did a drive rush under the head, the butt smash and full punish, for instance. So I'm guessing he's gonna stay strong, but not like over the top S tier. I hope I don't have to hold that when I run into Honda later in ranked and get extremely smoked by just headbutts and butt slams, but we'll see. Manon, really strong character, I think. Not fleshed out yet, not really she might even be up here in S tier, you know. What does he really struggle with, Manon? She has anti-fireball moves, she has amazing footsie zoning, she has whiff punish game, anti-air game. I just don't see her not being up here with the 5-bar system. If she gets 3 command throws on you in the first round or whatever, it's done. That's finished. Blanka, another B+ character maybe? He feels strong though, like overall, but I can see him struggling. I can see him struggling with rushdown and things like that. I would put him in the same tier as Lily. And as far as Ken go, that's our first regular character in S tier. Just do the crouchy medium kick drivers, baby, and you're in. Let me in! Let's go! That's what we do. That's what we do. And he also has amazing neutral zoning, fireballs in that zoning, and for the neutral anti-air game, combo game. Oki is amazing when they do it right with the meaties and the target combos and the... I don't even know what the rest of that stuff is called, this character. But it's fun to play against Ken, but he does feel a little bit overwhelming at times. And his air EX Tatsu can't even anti-air that with Zangief if he's close, as it just goes over the lariat. Juri, another S tier character. Throw the fireball, dash after, repeat. Do the crouch medium kick into the drivers, baby, we got damage! Oh, Chun takes... every character takes skill. I don't think any character does not take skill in Street Fighter. Even JP, the man himself, takes skill. But at least here we have Kimberly. So we'll put Kimberly in A tier still. Just one player offense, raw drivers in neutral, let's go, baby. And I think we have Luke up in S tier. Damage, conversions, whip punish, everything, pressure, super strong character, similar to Ken, the way he's strong. By the way, this is not ordered, this is random order, it's just what tiers I find these characters in. And then we have Jamie, who I think, based on what I've heard and seen, is a B+ character, but he might be a lot better. I just really don't know enough about him, and I don't want to outplay him when he might be really ass. I think Ryu is an A- character, and Zangief is an A- character at this point. Zangief struggles with one thing in particular, which is not having to spend all his drive bars for a proper punish in neutral. So if he had like... I feel the problem with Zangief is the second part of the standing medium punch target combo whiffing a lot of the time, and his EX lariat being an EX move instead of a lariat and not covering cross-ups. So those two are really big issues with Zangief, I feel. And maybe controlling neutral, you more or less just get to press standing heavy punch. The other buttons are so slow, lose a lot on startup, and very whiff punishable with low reward, so you don't really want to use them a lot. Sweep is really good for whiff punishment though. So yeah, I think Zangief is strong right now, but he does seem to struggle a lot. But every day I find answers to stuff. Every day I feel like he's stronger, and I don't feel like any of the things he does is like susceptible to later being stopped by system mechanics. It's just Geef, it's just crouch jab, crouch slide kick, sweep with punish, stand heavy punch, a little bit of standing medium punch here and there, lariat anti-airs, SPD or the other mix-up. There's not much. He doesn't do much other than that, so it's not a character that can become weaker as people get better at system mechanics, I think. So that's why I also have him A- as the game progresses. He won't really change in that way, but you will find more answers as Zangief, I think. So I still have belief in him. I still put him up there in a character that's competitive. It does feel really hard though to play against characters like JP, Dhalsim, Juri, and even Manon has felt hard, but I don't really know what's going on. Same with Marisa. Guile feels like it's annoying, but I feel like if you really focus on the tournament set, you can definitely take it, and it will be hard for the Guile player. Chun-Li, kind of a similar way. It's an annoying matchup to play when they're trying to play like super far away, but I think if you have a tournament mindset for the matchup versus 2 versus 3, and you really don't mind being just let her run away, take your time, 99 seconds every round, it's definitely beatable. DJ feels very beautiful for Zangief. Honda, I don't really know. This Honda just sat there the entire round, waiting and doing like a couple of heavy headbutts that beat me, but that was like my third Honda, and I don't know really how to deal with it yet. Same with Kimberly for Zangief. Not the same, but felt really awkward to deal with because she's so elusive. But I think Zangief is strong-ish for right now. I think A-. If he was weak, I would put him in the B+, where I have put Lily, Blanka, and Jamie. The 3 characters I don't think are really competitive. But they might be later, I don't know. We'll see. I think this is a fun list to make. Few characters, don't have to sit here all day making a list for all the characters. And if I was to point out characters that might get weaker as system mechanics get more figured out and people get stronger with them, I would say Dhalsim and JP could become weaker because of that. I don't see Ken, Ryu, or Juri suffering from that because they're really straightforward Street Fighter characters. Manon, it's too early to tell for me if that's gonna be a problem. I doubt it. I think those 4 characters are pretty solid S tiers, while Dhalsim and JP might fall, and they might not fall at all. That's very hard to tell. And the same with Marisa, she could fall if people get really good at doing. We'll see. Cammy, if she had more damage, she would be like an SS tier character. I'm really happy her damage is low, so she has to work for that kill. And Ryu has to spend a lot of resources, but he's solid overall. I think the 3 characters I actually think struggle the most must be Blanka, Lily, and Jamie. And that's crazy because Lily is such an annoying character to fight against, right? So since it's so annoying to fight, but she doesn't really feel that strong. She just feels kind of random in a way, while Kimberly feels really strong and she feels random. So that's the difference, I guess. Thanks a lot for watching the video. If you liked the video, feel free to like the video, comment if there's anything you're wondering, if you have something to say, or if you're super angry because I put your character too high or another character too low and you're so pissed that you have to tell me right now, then tell me right now. And subscribe to my channel, that would be really great. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Let's go.